this will be our last episode before Christmas. So first of all, we'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas. And then we would also like to talk about the meaning of Christmas and what it means to you. So anybody that's listening or watching, and even if you don't watch live, put in the comments and tell us what the meaning of Christmas is for you. And we're going to talk about some healthy holiday tips. So first of all, Janet, why don't you tell us about what you do during the holidays to make sure you don't overindulge and make sure you have an activity program on file. Notice I didn't say exercise. Tune in Monday because Janet and I will be on the podcast and we will be discussing exercise as a 4-letter word. We should really rethink what we call exercise and how we name it, and it will give us a different mindset. So Janet, what's some healthy holiday tips that you can give to our listeners and viewers?
Well, first of all, most of us think that we have to give, and I am not someone that would put anybody down for giving, but let's put that into a financial budget if you haven't already. People are going to like you more if you're happier, if you haven't overspent and maxed out your credit card. So I try, and everybody's different, but I tried to give very practical things rather than really over spend on gifts, because I feel like our Christmas, at least for our family, is the time that we spend together as a unit. Spending that gives me joy more than the gifts. And so that leads us into other things that we do for traditions in our culture. And the one thing that I've eliminated for me to help me on my health journey is I love cookies. So I do not bake them. I do not bring them into my house. I leave them at the store. I regift. All that, because I know that that's a problem for me. So I've identified something that I struggle with. And so if it's not there, it doesn't hurt me. And it has been very successful for me. We still have a dessert, but after our meal, it's gone, it's over, it's out of the house. We have 2 teenager young.
They're not teenagers.
They're not teenagers anymore, but we resend it. We get rid of it.
We tell them to take it home. Take it home with you.
Right.
We don't want it.
So my basic thing is we just make our holiday a little more simple, and the food list is more straightforward. We don't bring in a lot of the extra sugary stuff and processed things, and that's helped me on my journey. Not being stressed out about over budgeting, not being stressed out about overcooking, and just making it more relaxing for all of us, because if mom is happier at the home during the holiday and the kids and the husband don't have to put up with us being upset because we're overstressed for all the things that we do during the season, I think that is a better, enjoyable moment for all the family. So that's for me.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up about the financial aspect, because financial health is very important to our overall general health. If you are struggling financially because of overspending usually, and finances are usually a spending problem. They're not usually an earning problem. There are exceptions to that, but you can learn to live within any budget. And it can cause a lot of stress. And I will tell you, Jan and I at Moses Lake Professional Pharmacy, we mostly take care of hormone patients. And it is not uncommon. In fact, I was just answering a text today from someone who was having some symptoms of hormone dosing issues during the holidays. Many times this happens, and it can be precipitated with stress. So if we stress during the holidays, our cortisol goes up, and and you're not sleeping, and you're not eating as good as you should. That can mess your hormones up. So it is important to have a healthy financial relationship around Christmas too, or it can cause undue stress. So make sure you're not stressing out about Christmas. It's, like Janet says, it's a time that we should enjoy. It's a time that we should enjoy with our families. It's a time we should celebrate the birth of Christ. And that's really, Christ is in Christmas. And that's really what we're celebrating, is the birth of our Savior. So I would really love any comments from anybody that's listening or watching, even later on, if you want to put something in the comments. So if you're not watching live, we would appreciate it, and we try to answer all comments. So